Let's go Broncos! Something big is happening within the Denver Broncos organization right now, and if you think this offseason will be quiet, think again. There's a shift happening behind the scenes. Decisions are being made that could completely redefine the trajectory of this franchise, and it all revolves around one crucial question. Are the Broncos really ready to bet everything on Bo Nix? But before we dive into everything that's going on, be sure to hit the like button if you're a true Denver Broncos fan. And I want to see something in the comments right now. Type this, "Go Broncos!" My heart bleeds orange and blue. Let's see how many true fans are here with us today. Now let's get straight to it. Today, head coach Sean Payton is scheduled to meet with the media at the NFL Combine. This will be the first time we hear from him since the heartbreaking loss in the AFC Championship game. And the biggest question hanging over this organization right now is simple. How exactly are the Broncos planning to push all their chips in around Bo Nix? We've already heard ownership talk about being selectively aggressive. We've heard the commitment to building around their young quarterback while he's still on his rookie deal. And if you look at what Bo has done in his first 2 seasons, 24 wins, leading his quarterback class in that category, you understand why the urgency is there. Bo Nix is coming off ankle surgery after the injury he sustained in the playoff win over the Buffalo Bills. He's progressing well in his recovery, but the message inside the building is clear. Take pressure off him. Don't make him carry the entire offense. So how do you do that? You look at the offense first, and the most obvious area? The running game. Sean Payton made it very clear at the end of the season that he wants to run the ball more effectively under center. There were too many stretches where the Broncos threw the ball 17 or 18 times and a half and ran it only 5 or 6. That's not balance. That's not complimentary football. Yes, J.K. Dobbins was the team's top rusher through week 10 before his injury, but many of those yards came after contact, not because the run game was consistently opening lanes. R.J. Harvey has shown flashes and remains part of the plan, but is that enough if you truly want to protect your quarterback and elevate your offense? Imagine adding a dynamic, game-changing running back who can carry the ball 20 to 24 times a game. A player who forces defenses to respect the ground game, who moves the chains when you absolutely need it, who gives Bo Nix more manageable third downs. That's the type of move that feels like pushing the chips in. But it doesn't stop there. Linebacker is another major need. Even though the defense has set franchise records and led the NFL in sacks in back-to-back seasons, there's still room to strengthen the middle of that unit. The pass rush featuring Nick Benito and Jonathan Cooper has been outstanding, and the secondary has depth. So maybe this offseason isn't about overhauling the defense, it's about fine-tuning it while investing heavily in offensive weapons. And that brings us to tight end and wide receiver. Right now, the tight end room is thin, with Evan Ingram and practice squad player Caleb Lohner as the only names under contract. That position has to produce more. In the red zone especially, the Broncos struggled late in the season. They were stopped too often, stalled drives, and led the league in 3-and-outs. That cannot continue if this team wants to compete for a championship. At wide receiver, Courtland Sutton remains the steady presence. Marvin Mims continues to develop as a deep threat and clutch playmaker. Pat Bryant showed flashes after being drafted. Troy Franklin made a significant leap from year 1 to year 2. But the depth was tested hard in the AFC Championship game when injuries forced the team to rely on limited options. Is this offense just one elite skill player away from truly taking off? Is it one dynamic running back, one proven veteran receiver, or one high-impact tight end away from transforming Bo Nix's third season into a Super Bowl push? Everything circles back to him. While he's on that rookie contract, the window is wide open. The financial flexibility is there. The defense is already strong. The foundation exists. The question now is whether Sean Payton and the front office will take that aggressive step and give Bo Nix the final pieces he needs to elevate this team from contender to champion. And this is where things get even more interesting, because pushing the chips in around Bo Nix isn't just about adding players, it's also about structure, leadership, and decision-making on game day. One of the biggest storylines hovering over the team right now is the play-calling situation. Sean Payton is almost certainly going to be asked whether he plans to continue calling plays or if that responsibility will shift to Davis Webb. And this isn't just a minor detail. This could directly impact Bo Nix's development in year 3. Davis Webb had multiple opportunities elsewhere, including 4 offers that would have given him full autonomy and play-calling control as a coordinator. He even withdrew his name from serious consideration for the Las Vegas Raiders head coaching job to stay in Denver. That tells you something. He believes in what's being built here. But it also raises a logical question. If he stayed, is there a bigger plan in place? Sean Payton has always been heavily involved in every offensive detail. He's the central figure in game planning, practice structure, and in-game adjustments. But we saw moments last season, especially in the AFC Championship game, where the weight of doing everything at once created difficult situations. Managing officiating conversations, evaluating field position, deciding on challenges, and calling the next play within seconds is a massive load. If there's a transition plan where Webb gradually takes over play-calling duties while Payton shifts more into a CEO role, that could be one of the most strategic all-in moves of the offseason. Why? Because it creates stability for Bo Nix. Webb has built a strong working relationship with Nix. That continuity matters. A quarterback in his third season benefits from a clear voice in his headset, someone who understands his strengths, timing, and growth areas. If Webb becomes the primary play caller, it could allow Payton to oversee the bigger picture, game management, defensive adjustments, situational strategy, while keeping the offense flowing. There was also another coaching development that can't be ignored. John Morton returned to Denver as passing game coordinator after spending time as the offensive coordinator in Detroit under Dan Campbell. He even contributed during the playoffs as a consultant for Payton. That adds another experienced mind to the offensive structure. But it also means the dynamic between Webb and Morton will be crucial. How responsibilities are divided will directly influence how aggressive and creative this offense becomes. And let's not forget the statistical realities. The Broncos led the league in 3-and-outs. That cannot happen again if this team wants to compete for a Super Bowl. The red zone inefficiencies tightened up late in the season. The third down production must improve. When you're punting as often as Denver did last year, you're putting constant pressure on your defense, no matter how strong that unit is. Yes, the defense has been elite in terms of pass rush, setting franchise sack records and leading the NFL in sacks in back-to-back seasons. But even the best defensive units break down when they're on the field too long. Complementary football is not optional, it's mandatory. So this offseason is about more than adding talent. It's about identity. Are the Broncos going to fully commit to building a balanced, physically imposing offense that protects their quarterback and controls tempo? Or will they continue to lean heavily on Bo Nix' arm and improvisation? Remember, he's coming off ankle surgery. You don't want him scrambling 10 times a game. You want his mobility to be a weapon, not a necessity. A powerful running game and stronger red zone execution reduce the hits he takes. That's how you extend a franchise quarterback's career. And here's the bigger picture. While Bo Nix is on his rookie contract, this is the window. Financial flexibility allows the team to invest aggressively elsewhere. Once that rookie deal expires, the cap picture changes dramatically. That's why this moment feels pivotal. Sean Payton and the front office have options. They can target linebacker to solidify the middle of the defense. They can reshape the tight end room, which currently lacks depth beyond Evan Ingram and Caleb Lohner. They can pursue a veteran wide receiver to strengthen depth behind Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, Pat Bryant, and Troy Franklin. Or they can make that bold move at running back to transform the offense's foundation. Every path leads back to one objective, maximizing Bo Nix in year 3. And there's another layer to all of this that we can't ignore, mindset. When Sean Payton steps to that podium at the NFL Combine, the words he chooses will matter. Not just for headlines, not just for speculation, but for what they signal about the organization's confidence in where this team truly stands. Coming off an AFC Championship appearance, this isn't a rebuilding squad anymore. This is a team that has tasted how close it is to the ultimate stage, and that changes expectations internally and externally. Bo Nix has already proven he can win in this league, with 24 victories in his first 2 seasons. But winning in September and October is different from closing in January. The margin shrinks. Execution tightens. That's why every offseason decision now carries amplified weight. Do you double down on what got you there, a defense that led the NFL in sacks in back-to-back seasons? Or do you aggressively invest in offensive firepower to ensure you're not punting more than anyone else in football again? Do you trust internal growth, or do you bring in proven production to eliminate uncertainty? This is the crossroads moment. The Broncos aren't chasing respect anymore, they're chasing a championship. And the way they support Bo Nix in this third season will define whether 2026 becomes the year Denver finishes what it started, or just another step along the way.